drive. We want cars that extract the best from the driver. The big challenge is that it just has so much horsepower for into big trouble with it. As I'm constantly trying to keep the rear end from stepping out too much. With that much power, the rear tire moments when you're going through some of the fast sweepers where you're just not really sure whether the car's going to hold or not. There's just this sort of a lack of data through the steering wheels. I mean, I really sweated through my gloves and my underwear driving this car. Ultimately, I got a pretty good lap time in it, and I'm the car that brought me closest to disaster. The car's a Jaguar, and this was definitely a cat fight. I mean, it was just a constant battle to keep that car on the track. A 302.1. As you can see, there's tons of opposite lock through the whole lap. The car has a huge amount of horsepower, 550, a ton of steering feel. And so you kind of end up overcooking it a lot because you just don't have a sense of where the grip limits are. And so go away kind of during the lap, even if you've cooled them down in advance of the hot lap, they don't tend to lap. And so things that you could do at the beginning of the lap, by the end of the lap, the car is really struggling for grip. It gets very greasy. This car was the biggest handful. I mean, I'm nervous driving really fast on tracks to begin with, and this car really did loathe having to get into it to try and beat an existing lap time, because every time I got out of that car, I felt like, A, I had just like really go. It was just a daunting challenge to get a good lap time with this car. It looks great, it sounds great, it's everything a Jaguar really should be. The fact that it's a challenge to drive isn't really it.